Next up, please help me in welcoming the person behind this amazing ecosystem, the founder of MContent, the man who 9 months ago told me about the vision of this project, and I've been on board ever since. Please welcome our founder and CEO, Umair Masoom.
I'm also slightly shorter than Ryan, as you can see. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As someone who's always had content creation as his passion, I have always dreamed of a day when this content economy in the world becomes truly decentralized. And I know you guys hear this term a lot, decentralized, but decentralization is actually a very, very powerful term. Even when I used to be at a boring job in a bank, um, I kind of made it more interesting than it was. But my colleagues and my bosses from that time, I think they would remember that even at that time, I wanted to create content. I wanted to create film. But unfortunately, I never got down to doing it, right? I got busy doing something else, which was making me money, and I didn't have the funding to create film. But I always wanted to inspire people with my creative skill set, my storytelling capabilities. I think the people who know me for the past 10, 15, 20 years, they know that I've always been this person who wants to be a storyteller. And there are hundreds of thousands like me across the world who aspire, but they got lost in alternate careers because in order to be a film producer, in order to be a real content creator, you need funding. And normally, they don't get that funding. The only way for all of these people to get access to funding is through decentralization, which can be achieved using the power of blockchain and Web 3.0. Today, MContent has become a benchmark and has successfully created a decentralized content economy where content gets funded, curated, streamed, syndicated, monetized, and now also gets screened within our Cineverse. Today's immersive experience will feature two of our original productions that have been produced via the same tokenized content ecosystem. These have been made by the same money that is being generated from our token, which is our MContent token. And these films are now available for you to watch within our cinema, because you will not always need to go to the cinema anymore, because the cinema will come to you, and it will come to all sorts of crazy places, including a beach like this. As a follow-up to this event, MContent will now announce 100 global NFTs. And the buyers of these NFTs, they will have the Cineverse experience, the same premier Cineverse experience delivered to them anywhere in the world, wherever they are. And after that, hopefully, as they say, the rest will be history. When we started MContent around 8 months ago, and we said that we can actually fuel a content revolution by doing decentralization, we could be converting struggling content creators into actual filmmakers using money that is being generated through a cryptocurrency, through NFTs, and the metaverse. No one believed us at that time, right? But now people do believe us, clearly. And there are so many in the world who are trying to copy us. But with the support of all of you, all our partners, our team members, our sponsors, we are going to make sure that we remain ahead of the curve. And I think we're progressing really well. We are going to disrupt in this space, and we will be the first. The immersive cinema experience that has been designed in partnership with PwC, and all thanks to them, has showcased to our guests that this format actually has global scalability, and it has the potential for mass adoption. By bringing the Cineverse to a global audience, MContent wants to increase funding and screening opportunities for thousands of independent filmmakers globally. As part of the decentralized content ecosystem, MContent is also launching the first of its kind fully monetized content consumption platform, which will be live next week. And this will aim to drive sustainable earnings for content creators and viewers. I would like to thank our co-production partners, Insight TV, and our production house, Villain Studios. We have Stefan and Yelma here somewhere. Raise your hands, yeah. So they're the producers. They flew all the way from Amsterdam for this premiere. Huge round of applause for them, please. I would also like to give a huge shout out and thanks to our technical partners, PwC, especially Jeremy and his team member Luis, who flew all the way from UK for this premiere. Round of applause for them as well. He's standing there. And also the entire Middle East team from PwC, including Diana, Hisham, Sammy, and all the hardworking people who've been working day and night to make this possible. This has been done in a very short period of time. So a huge shout out to the entire PwC team. Lastly, and most importantly, I would like to thank our shareholders and anchor investors, including the Gargash Group and the Man Investments, our respected chairperson, Dr. Lami Samdan, you just heard from her just now, our anchor investor, our shareholder, and our entire team's inspiration, the person who made this all possible, Mr. Shahab Gargash. I would also like to thank our board member and my personal mentor, who has always been a guiding light in my career, Mr. Ahmed Khizar Khan. He's also the CEO of the Man Investments, which is one of the shareholders. And obviously, I would like to thank our entire team. There are people raising their hands behind. They're like, you know, it's all right, we don't have that much money, but please. So yeah, our entire team, our event partners, which is MIA, our corporate partners and agencies, all our investors, our token holders, our celebrity partners, the MContent revolutionaries from Twitter and Telegram, we can't forget them. So all our supporters, our friends, the families, the families of all our team members, because really all of them have compromised over the past few months. This has been a very challenging journey for us. So I would just like to end by saying that it is because of all of you that today the MContent ecosystem is alive and it's kicking. It's a decentralized content economy of $80 million, which is alive today. It is capable of funding hundreds of content creators today, and in the future, thousands of content creators. And it is all because of you that this economy is able to disrupt the status quo. Thank you to all of you for bringing MContent to life and also for bringing the Cineverse to life. Have a good evening, and I hope you'll enjoy the show.